Hey YouTube, this is PokéCastXVll here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new concept that's come out of the most recent set in Guardians Rising, and that is Alolan Ninetales. Ninetales I'm always sure is a fan favourite, and one of the new GX archetypes that I'm sure will be highly sought after. Let's take a quick look at Ninetales. Ninetales is a GX Pokemon with 210 HP, a stage 1 with 2 attacks and a GX attack also. Its first attack in Ice Blade deals a solid 50 damage, but what's great about this is that it can target your opponent's Pokemon on the bench, not including weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. This is great when looking to deal the final blow to Pokemon trying to hide on the bench, or you just want to soften up big EXs and GXs. Secondly, we have the main attack in Blizzard Edge, which deals a pretty hefty 160 damage for 2 water energy, and a colourless, but in the process means you do have to discard 2 energy. Finally, we have its GX attack in Ice Path, which is very similar to Mega Mewtwo EX's attack, although it states move and not switch, meaning that whatever damage you have on your Ninetales, you can offload all that damage with a single attack onto your opponent's active Pokemon. Having just a single retreat is pretty decent, and its weakness in Metal is pretty great at the moment, as currently Metal isn't seeing much play. So what support does Ninetales get? Ninetales is an Ice type which in the Pokemon TCG falls into the category of Water, which means that it can utilise a new item card in Aqua Patch, a new card that has just been released which is an exact reprint of Dark Patch, although for your Water Pokemon. Aqua Patch allows you to take a water energy from your discard pile and attach it to one of your bench water Pokemon. As you can imagine, this gives water Pokemon amazing synergy, as well as being able to fuel attacks like Blizzard Edge in a single turn. You could also run alternate attackers to help you support your Ninetales. On the surface, I do see this struggling quite a bit with decks like Mega Rayquaza, so for that reason you could play something like a Glaceon EX for its Crystal Ray attack, which prevents all damage from evolution Pokemon like Mega Rayquaza. And moving on, it only makes sense to play a Manaphy EX or 2 for its Aqua Tube ability, giving all of your Pokemon with water energy attached free retreat. Other inclusions include Choice Band and a single Professor Kukui, which on opposing EX and GX Pokemon can deal up to 210 damage, which just about KOs most things within the format. Not to mention that you can also recover Kukui with things like VS Seeker. You could also run something like a Switch or Escape Rope, even though you do run Manaphy EX, but you want to be able to retreat and use Aqua Patch, and then find a means of re-promoting your Ninetales back into the active spot when using Blizzard Edge, as you can only retreat once per turn. And finally, another addition you could also consider is Tapu Lele, another new GX from Guardians Rising, as considering you are already running Ultra Ball to get those water energy into the discard pile, you can then have the option of getting out a single supporter card, like one-offs such as Kukui and Hex Maniac, should you want to with Wonder Tag, not forgetting that it's a pretty decent attacker in itself, with Energy Drive which is very similar to Lugia EX and offers another typing within the deck. And with all that said, here is a skeleton to get you started. While there is no drawback to playing Dive Ball, you do want to get those water energy into the discard pile, which is why you favour 4 Ultra Ball in exchange to playing more Dive Ball. As mentioned earlier, you do play just the one Professor Kukui and Hex Maniac, both searchable with Tapu Lele, and to try and preserve your Ninetales, you also run 4 Rough Seas, as well as a single Windblower for opposing Choice Bands and Stadiums. The 2 Shaman EXs also allow you to feed through your deck much quicker, and can be searched out with Ultra Ball, increasing the likelihood of hitting those Aqua Patches early game, and you also run 2 Lysander, which works really well with Ice Path, Ninetales GX attack. But with all that said, that is pretty much it, and that is Ninetales all concluded for you. If you did like this video and you would like to see more Pokemon related content, you can do so by checking out the annotations at the end of this video. And if you would like to keep updated for more Pokemon related content, you can also hit that subscribe button if you would like to see more decks from the Guardian Rising set. Also, not to mention that you can also find me on Facebook. I will leave all the links within the description box below. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.